Good morning, everyone. The usual. Say hello as you come in, please. Oh, forgot to turn my ringer off. I should probably do that. All right. Got it. Good morning. I'm coming from you. I'm coming to you from a hotel. So no, I'm sorry, no roosters this morning, etc. Hey, Tom, Robin, Loretta is here too. We had a little getaway. We stayed an extra day. We did some. We had to go pick up a shipment and order supplies, whatever. And so we decided to take an extra day, and we'll be heading back here. Good morning, Bobby and Mary. Michelle, good morning. Tracy, hey, girl. Hi, Miss Lee. Hey, Deanna. Your sister wives miss you, too. Oh, sorry. Anyway, I was going to have this on the curtain open, so, the city and all that, but it didn't work out too well. Good morning, Lavon. Hey, Shorty and Carol. You have a sip of this coffee. Loretta made me coffee. Look at that. It's so pretty. Good morning, Miss Georgie. How are ya? So we're probably only going to be on here about 30 minutes or so, because, checkout time is 11, and if you don't check out by 11, they charge you extra here. Good morning, Missy. Sure did enjoy our conversation the other day. We'll have to do that more often. Please give Dave a big old sloppy hugging kiss. Good morning, doll. How you doing, Miss Michelle? Amy. Say a prayer for my mama. She had a severe stroke. Oh, no. Tracy, I'm so sorry. Let me jot that down.
You got your pen and paper over there, right? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I'm a little semi-prepared. Yes, Loretta is the bomb. They won't give a late checkout here during the corona because they need everybody out so they can do full sanitizing. We've asked. Good morning, Dustin. How are you? Well, I'm glad she's doing okay, but wow. I'm so sorry. We'll still keep her in our prayers. Hey, Miss Christine, how are you? Thank you, Lillian. God bless you as well. Well, so what was I, when you're out of town and you're preoccupied, and we may or may not have gone down to the casino, and stayed a little too late. Didn't lose money, just so y'all know. We're good. Good morning, my little cupcake. How are ya? Deanna, you lost an uncle. Oh my goodness. Got that down. I am in Shreveport, Louisiana. Wish I could go a few hours further south and go see my aunt, but no kid. Good morning, Kay. Guys, did y'all watch Kay's Gumbo Live? Kay, put the name of your page. I can't think of it. Kay is got plans for a subscription box, but it's Louisiana food box. Oh my God. And she did one of her hopeful upcoming boxes. They're not ready yet, couple of months out, but she's she's training herself. Little Miss Competitive Food Queen is training herself to do it. Okay, I'm sorry I wasn't able to be on the live, but I did watch the live. That's it. Lolly Sweet Creations and Catering. Y'all, you gotta You gotta. Isn't Kay amazing, Tamanika? She really is. I love her personality too. She's so genuine and kind. Love you, Kay. You're awesome. Good morning, Deanne and Carolina. Oh, I'm sorry, Robin. What do I hear? Do you hear that?
It's a coffee pot.
Oh. Anyway.
Pass a little bit of coffee out of the reservoir.
Speaking of Kay and kindness and genuine people, she is a girl boss, Kelly. You're right. But she's a girl boss with a heart. And that's what I love about her. She's just sweet. What can you say? And but kindness about somebody like that. And so that's when I was praying about, please, first of all, make sure I'm awake enough to to do this. But what in the world is important right now? And, Loretta and I on our drive, because it's about a 6-hour drive to here, did a lot of talking about my book and why it's important and why have I not finished and all those things. And one of the things we were talking about is the life that you live. Okay, don't cry. It's all true, girl. It's all true. Let's see. Got coffee even cold. It's still good. Anyway, the life you live is your footprint that you leave behind, right? So, footprints, when people are lost or, kind of like the Hansel Gretel thing, etc. We all know that footprints in the sand saying, but what footprint are you leaving behind? Because people will follow. What kind of footprints do you want them to follow? Yeah, she is. What do you want to leave behind? Do you want a trail of kindness and love and joy and positivity and compassion, etc.? All the good, adjectives. Do you want to leave that behind? Because leave the trail that people want to follow, right? Because they're gonna. And in particular, people that know you, people in your family, children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, nieces, nephews. Leave a trail of footprints that you want them to follow, right? Gail, it's info@ranchhousecraftsupplies.com. Lavon, do you mind typing that in? Did I say what? Did I see what, babe?
Marilyn LaRue.
Tracy LaRue?
It says Marilyn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, about her mom.
Down the road.
Huh?
She's right down the road at the hospital.
In Shreveport.
From the boats.
Wow. No, I did not see that part. I got a lot of Louisiana people, so, raised here. Really, Marla? Great. So, I listened when I was directed about what to talk about. Thank you. But it's IES, not YS, Deanna. Ranch House with 2 H's. Each word is spelled. And then supplies is IES. There you go, Bobby. It's Monday morning, ain't it? We did, Tracy, have a great time. We are heading out here pretty soon. Good morning, Scotty. Cheryl, we won't be driving through Longview. We go a different way. We'll be going through Carthage, which is south of Longview. Next time we may stay in Longview. We'll see, so I can see my boy. Thanks, Deanna. Good morning, Miss Lori. How are you? Now, there's a good one. She's a good example of leaving the footprints that people want to follow, the trail they want to follow, in particular our young. I've seen some stuff lately, because I've been around more people, not close, but enough to see the ridiculousness of some. And I just gotta say, if you've been around the block a time or two, shame on you. You know better. Quit it. Stop it. Be nice. Be kind. Quit griping and complaining about things all the time. The one thing I hope we learn about what's been going on this year, well, one of the things is how to handle ourselves in situations that are not of our own making, such as, the virus. You either show up ready to be a genuine, kind human being, or two, you don't show up at all, or you show up as a real mean person. Y'all, I am not going to debate the masks and all that. That is okay. Now, there's no debate. If you feel like wearing a mask is not your thing, fine, don't wear a mask. And we'll pray that, we'll pray.
Did you see Regina White?
No, ma'am. I can't.
It says, she says, I was talking to my husband about you and why I did not react to a certain situation as I would have normally. I told him it was because of Drea.
Aww.
Think before reaction because they could be going through a storm we don't know. Coffee with Drea has impacted me.
Regina, you beautiful soul. Thank you. I'm so glad, really, because I was thinking about, you reminded me, before I do the mask thing, I was thinking about the impact that we have on other people because of a conversation that I had with someone on Friday. One of our own, and she was thanking me and was being kind and saying, don't let the slump in business right now make you feel unnecessary, unwanted, etc. Those things. The people that have gone shopping elsewhere, they'll be back. And they'll be back because of you as a person, as a human being. That touched me. Because you can't do the things that you do like this, where you hope that you're paying it forward, where I hope and pray that my legacy to my children helps someone else. When you have a tragedy in your life, like burying 2 teenage children, y'all. Anyway, there really are no words. But when you have that, you get choices. You get to choose what their legacy will be. They were teenagers, so they didn't have as long as most of us to make to leave those footprints, to give people examples of how to be. However, I, as their mom, if I can use what I cannot change, I can't have them back. I can't erase that day. So I better find something positive to do with all that pain and loss, and something positive to share. And so what my thing is first of all, we were a very happy little family. Four kids. I don't know how little that is, but they were great human beings. I was very blessed, honestly. And sharing them and sharing the way that my experiences allowed me to still choose joy and to still live a wonderfully happy life. Major ups and downs. Y'all go see in the book, you're going to go, what the heck? But, you know, first of all, I am a believer. And so God carried me through. You know, that footprints in the sand, that's when I was carrying you. Well, there was a lot of that. And so I want everyone to understand it doesn't matter. COVID, death, divorce, loss of job, loss of home, abuse, being abused or molested, or those things in your life are not the end for you. Go through what you have to go through. Go through the mess, as Roberto tells me, and then you'll have a message. And then the responsibility is to share the message. Some of us share it through creating beautiful things. We bring beauty into the world. Some of us share it vocally because we're okay talking on a public platform. Some of us share it by helping others to run a good business, helping others, make it through a day. Sometimes that's all we can be, is just help them make it through that one day. I will tell you this, I got one more thing to add to the book, in the chapter about relationships, and I'm not going to cry, because Loretta and I kind of cried when we were driving here about it, that sometimes your relationship, your friendship, and in particular ours, keeps you going and keeps you, alive. It helps you make choices away from your pain. So please get out there. If you don't have a close someone, a best friend, a mom or dad or sister, brother, whatever, that you can completely trust.
Or sister
wives. That you can completely trust, so that you have someone that will help you with your footprint, that will help you get back on that trail. Sometimes that's all we need, right? Just somebody to listen. We don't need somebody to fix it. You can't fix all this mess that's going on in the world, but we can listen to one another, because things like this COVID stuff and the way people are reacting to it can trigger people who have difficulties. And we need to be there to help release that trigger. Please be a good friend to them.
Deanne Mokler.
Uh-huh.
Can you pray for my daughter-in-law? She's truly struggling with her mom's death. They are moving while I have the kids, and she's starting teaching at new school. She doesn't do change well. It's too much for her. I did ask Deanne what her daughter-in-law's name is, but I don't see where she said yet.
It's all right. She doesn't have to say it. I'm just going to put Deanne's name next to it. Deanne's daughter-in-law. Oh, y'all are being so kind. Thank y'all for praying for one another. And if you're not a believer in the power of prayer, just throw some positive vibes out there and think happy thoughts and that helps. Janet, don't lock them down in there. About the mask, let me get over that really quick. Okay. You have the personality for it too. I saw a commercial, and this was what brought this up. It said the type of the masks you wear, and it showed all these different designs of masks, things on front, funny things, regular, whatever. It showed all different kinds of mask styles. And it said the mask you wear tells a lot about you, and so, right? About the person.
Uh-huh.
And so does it as well for those who don't. Something like that. Saying it shows how compassionate you are or are not. Because sometimes the mask isn't even about you. It's about other people. Like my Jessie. Y'all's Jessie. With her chronic illnesses, she can't just go anywhere. She can't go into any store. She can go into one or two, even masked up, wearing, we don't wear gloves because of cross-contamination, but constantly putting on sanitizer. She goes from home to the warehouse. That's it. Since March. She's been into the grocery store with me, I think, twice. And to Tractor Supply, probably 2 or 3 times. Well, probably 3 times or so. Y'all, in 6 months. That's who you're wearing them for, is people like her who don't have a choice. I can go to the store and get her needs. Not everybody has that. So please, think about that. And let's stop debating on our rights, and we live in a free country, and I don't have to wear it, and this and that. If you're able to wear a mask, if you don't have medical issues that disallow it, please do that. It shows your concern for others, and them wearing their mask and you wearing yours helps so much. They've proven it. So let's not debate it. Let's do all we can to help get through this and show people that are disabled, and by that I mean by immune compromised systems right now. Show them we care. Jessie said to me the other day, because she's an advocate in a few little communities. One in particular she's an advocate for is Type 1 International, Insulin for All. Or Insulin for Life. One of the two. Terrible mom. She's an advocate for them. And she goes in there and she'll answer questions or shoot people down if they're giving false information, encourage people that need help, tells them where to go, that kind of thing. And she said that overall in the community, they feel that people that don't have disabilities think that people that do, or the elderly, are not as important, that they don't need protection. I don't want anybody to ever feel they're not important enough to protect. So, there's that.
Susan Cox could use some prayers for my son. He lost his girlfriend last week, and he is so lost, and words are just not helping.
Who's Susan Cox?
And the name on the other one is Liz, L-Y-Z, but she calls her Susie.
Okay. Susan Cox.
And Wendy Donahoe.
Hey, Wendy.
Says her husband is going downhill real fast. He could use all the prayers he can get.
Sorry, let's do that. His name is Rick. Wow. I got quite the prayer list for today. I relate to Jess. I have some health issues. Hey, had someone make fun of me having a mask on. I have 4 autoimmunes, but don't look like it. I look healthy, so they don't get it. And that is the problem. Yes, Wendy, I will definitely keep Rick in my prayers. Please, everyone, include him. And that's probably the thing for a lot of people with immune compromised systems, or those that have autoimmune diseases, is it doesn't, you can't always tell. You can't look at Jessie for sure and tell, other than all that tubing hanging out her arm or her belly, wherever it is that day. You can't tell that that she has disabilities. You can't tell that that she has chronic illnesses. She's 29 years old. The illnesses she has, other than the diabetes type 1, the doctor said these are things we don't normally treat until people are well into their 50s. What? So you're right, Deanne. These illnesses can't always be seen. And that's why.
Lori says all of her masks are Mickey Mouse masks.
Of course they are. MICKEYMOUSE, Mickey Mouse.
Donald Duck.
I can't do it like I used to. Hey, almost.
Bobby says we all should take off the masks that we've been wearing for years so people only get to know the masked person, not the real you. You are a gift.
Yeah, we all are. We all are. This is a good time for us to show up and be really supportive and kind-hearted. And what did that guy yesterday say? Can't remember. And just smile through the mask. They can see the smile in the eyes. Wouldn't this be a great time to just prove who we truly are versus prove that we haven't been who people think we are? Let's work on that together. Kids need us. They really need us. My grandchildren need to see Grammy being kind. They need to see Grammy not curled up in a ball, depressed and sad over what's going on. Do I get depressed about it sometimes? Well, heck yeah. Am I sad that we're living through what we're living through? Yes. Can I change it? No. But I can change me. And we have a little more time on our hands than we're used to. Let's use that time wisely. You know, we can use it to catch up on all the movies on the Netflix. I have watched more TV lately than I normally do. I've enjoyed it. It allows me to escape, you know, especially them Hallmark or PureFlix movies. But let's be there for them. Let's show them, because I'm worried about what we are leaving them, the way the world is right now. So let's be kind. Be kind, like Bobby says. Oh. Oh, Trish. I'm probably behind catching up with y'all. Jenna, you're here. Good morning. Oh, yes, girl. We're going to be, aren't you in California? Am I right? Am I remembering right? I can't. Jenna Roberts. Love her. She's a fine example of someone who has gone through a really, really bad tragedy and had to relive it over and over due to the court systems in the loss of her husband. Sorry, Jenna. And she's a fine example of how we can use the loss of someone and make it their legacy that we are okay, right? Jenna's a good example. Thank you, Mary. That is so awesome. Yes, for those that are sick, we definitely need to be praying for them. Loretta's ex-sister-in-law, still her friend for, gosh, how long have we known Jackie? 45 years or something? Was in the hospital with COVID. She's a healthy person. It got really bad. They had to put her on the breather. They didn't think she was going to make it. She did. So they kept her on the ventilator for a little while. Is she in the rehab now, or is it still at the hospital?
No, she was in the hospital for 4 weeks. She was at rehab for almost 2 weeks. Now she's at home with oxygen, and she's having to learn.
That's what I was going to tell him. She's at home with oxygen, in case you didn't hear Loretta. But she's having to learn how to walk again. Now, 4 weeks in the hospital, 2 weeks in rehab. She's 57, 58?
She's 58.
Years old. Good health. And look what happened. Y'all, it's important. But she's in good spirits. And that's a fine example. But all right, I'm going to slide down because I can't catch up with it all. Those of you who work in the public and have to wear a mask on your face all day long in order to serve us, whether it's at the grocery store, at the doctor's office, the gas station, the hotel, wherever, my hat's off to you. Thank you. Thank you.
Jim's on.
Hey, Jimmy. No, I'm in Shreveport. We're heading out, headed back to home, which is, for those of you that don't know, that is in Lockhart, which is just south of Austin. So I'm in Central Texas. Yes, we're headed back to the heat. It's hot here, but it's hotter at home.
Marla.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how to say her last name.
It's okay. First name's good.
My daughter is having real bad health issues. She just turned 39. I hate seeing her in pain. She's being tested for MS.
Oh, bless your heart. Marla. I'm going to say Marla's daughter. Let's pray for Marla's daughter, you guys. Let's send some positive vibes that way. That it isn't what they think it is. Yeah, Loretta's son is a nurse, and he worked the COVID floor. I don't know. They allow him to work it for so many weeks, and then they kind of switch him around. But yeah, it's not pretty. And we need to stop paying attention to all the little stupid things that come across our screen. We need to start paying attention to ourselves, our behavior. Hopefully the silver lining in all this, because you got to find one. The silver lining in all of this is hopefully the majority of families have become closer. Hopefully we've learned to be more compassionate with others. Hopefully we will pay a little more attention. The flu has been around for a very long time. A lot of people die from the flu. Young children die from the flu in amazingly terrible high numbers. When I owned the daycares, I used to have to give trainings on flu, prevention and care and all that. Anyway, maybe this will help us with that as well. Understand that when it's flu season and you're sick or might be sick or think you're getting sick, stay your butt home. Don't go spreading it around. Maybe we've learned some of those things as well.
Lori says, we need to figure out how I can get to Texas in October. I don't think they are opening the border.
It's sad.
I told her we'd sneak her across.
Huh?
I told her we'd sneak her across.
Yeah, let's find a place where we can get you across the border. It's a thing done all the time down here in Texas.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing political there. It's just funny. I can tell the people that are really grateful for service people. It shows, and I'm very aware that shopping is going to be difficult for people and scary, but it's necessary. Robin, not another one. Look at Tom's message. On here, Tom. See if Tom said look at his message. Let me write Robin King.
Something that says, Drea, I'm going back to work today. I'm scared cutting hair.
Oh, Tom. Bless your heart. Make sure your people wear masks because you're like right in their face. My sister is a hairstylist. Has been for over 30 years, 40 maybe. and she is slathering up with sanitizer that doesn't stink all the way up, being as safe as she can. I pray for her every day. I will include you in my prayers, Tom. And yes, Robin, girl, not another diagnosis. You are a rock star in being so positive with all that negativity going on. Tom, got you in my prayers, Tom. Okay, sorry. Okay, we got you, Tommy. We're going to pray for you. By the way, those of you that are in the group, I'll probably be on the road at our normal group time, just saying. I will try to at least come live and with you for a few minutes, but if not, I'm going to make a post. I will come on probably later, or we'll reschedule for tomorrow. Because you can't really create while driving these back roads of Texas. Oh my gosh, yes. Thank you for bringing that up, Suzanne. We've got to keep the school systems, the teachers, the what do you call the people? The administrative people, the janitorial staff. We have to keep them in our prayers. And let's pray that all our children are safe. It's hard for kids to not be close, especially the younger ones that don't understand the distancing rules and stuff. And then it's going to be difficult for our teenagers because they want to be teenagers and they don't understand that they are not invincible. So let's have those talks with our children and let's pray for them all, the kids, the teachers, etc. Pray for each other. Let's be safe. And again, starting on my theme for the day, let's leave footprints of kindness, of love, of compassion, of joy, of all the good things, and leave a trail of footprints that people want to follow. That is your legacy. That is how you will be remembered in many years to come, when people say, Aunt Retta was so kind. Do you remember when she was not feeling well and took us all to the park anyway, or whatever? Things like that, just tiny little things.
Or went through the car wash and rolled down the windows.
Yeah, or funny things. But leave that trail of love and concern for others. And two, don't be the boy that cries wolf, because the boy that cries wolf, what happens when he really needs someone is people don't believe. So if you're genuine and true to who you are, and you're kind and considerate, you're not going to be that wolf. But if you need from others, if you have left that trail, you'll be the first one they stand in line for. I always tease when I've been in the hospital. Y'all have had over 14 major operations. Proud to say I made it through with flying colors. However, I always am super duper kind. And I always tell the nurses, look, if 2 blue lights in this hallway go off at the same time, you're going to come to mine first, because I've been sweet and I've been a good patient. So there's that. Good morning, those of you that are just coming in. I'm about to sign off. What time we got?
It's 10:39.
Because I have to be downstairs checked out in 20 minutes, and I'm on the 20th floor. So it may take a bit, because checkout time, the elevators get full quickly. Aw, thanks, Sharon. We will be safe, Sandy. Thank you for joining us, all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have, but for those of you that are shoppers at Ranch House, I want you to know we have several shipments coming in this week, 3 or 4. Plus, I'm bringing one home, so we got lots of goodies. And we'll do a box reveal here pretty soon. Those of you that order the subscription boxes, if you open a box on live, let me know, because I would like to share that in case I don't get a chance to. All right? Have a blessed day. Never give up your power, the power to leave those footprints of kindness and love, to leave that trail that others want to follow. That's your power. That's within your power, no matter the circumstance. It's all about how we react to the circumstances thrown before us. And use some of that power to always, always, always choose joy, y'all. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you throughout the week. Bye-bye.